This video is going to cover creating a new order within Leadstore Network. This would be creating an order through the Leadstore Network as opposed to impersonating into a client's account and then placing the order. Orders placed through this can really happen two different ways. We're running promotions on the site, or if maybe there's a promotion that we currently have built into a website. Normally how that's done with a client over the phone is just simply impersonate the account, and then of course just take the same route they would in placing an order. You just simply select the lead type that you want to order and then go through the step-by-step process to actually put the order through. However, first steps to success events, special promotional offers that we don't put up on the site but yet run promotions. We do every now and then run a double bonus offer for Danny leads. Some other types of promotional packages would be purchased outside of the website. So to do that, and that's really what the meat and potatoes of this video is going to cover, is placing an administrative order within Leadstore Network. So the first thing you'd want to do obviously is find your client, and for this particular client, Pablo Bayani, this is a first steps to success order that he had placed with us for a promotional offer on site. And there's usually a couple of different packages for first steps events, and those order forms for those events will show you exactly what you're going to be placing. But to do that, we do a token search to pull up the exact client, and as you can see, this client has two accounts with us. I've spoken with this client, and he prefers to use this email address for his lead orders. And since he has no lead orders in either account, sky's the limit. He can use any which one that he wants. So we're just going to go ahead and use the top account here. So once we've got a token search, that will narrow our field down to just him. And then I will, of course, copy the token. And then to actually begin placing the order, we go into Stores, Create Package. And then within here, there's really no rhyme or reason as to which package I do. I try and match it up as best as I can, but as you can see, we've got so many different EarnPro promotional packages that we've created in the past. If there is a promotion that you're placing for someone and that package is listed here, by all means use it. I don't believe there is any difference. We could use any one of these and just place the order. I think it's just for tracking purposes within Leadstore Network, just to know what packages are being purchased and how frequently. So as you can see, we've got a lot of first steps packages in here we've created over the years. Any one of them would work. This particular client had chosen package A on site, so as you can see, we've got two package A's here. We've got a post first steps package A. We got a first steps package A here, first steps package A here. So there's really, again, no connotation as to which one of these you use. I just try and match it up as best I can, and since he did purchase package A, I'll just choose package A. And then the next step obviously is to identify the client, where this order is going to. So for this, we just do a token paste, and that should start us on the order procedure. Now you always want to make sure that your client's name is up here, and the email address that he wants to use, just in case you may be missing a digit on the token or something. You don't want to be placing a lead order for the wrong client. That would definitely be a big no-no, especially if the right client is paying for it. So with package A at first steps, this is a $147 package, so that is what we put in the package price. For the commissions, most of the main stores with us have commissions. The two main stores have commissions that are paid out. And I'll cover commissions a little bit more on further videos, just so you can understand why we do commissions. But the rule of thumb for commissions is for EarnPro, we are at 15%. Whatever the package price is, we put 15% of that in this area. For Snap Response, it is 20%. Whatever the package price is for Snap Response, we put 20% in this area here. It's very important. You don't want to do an order without putting in the commissions. This throws off the accounting department when it comes time at the end of the month to actually do commissions payouts to our partners. So for this particular store, EarnPro, since Pablo is with EarnPro, we are just going to go ahead and use our 15% commissions of $147. Gives us $22.05, and that's what we put in here. So the next step for creating a package is we want to actually list the lead types that we're going to be using. Now package A, this particular package A, and these will differ throughout the years, but package A, this one, is 20 of our Danny Johnson's Secret Millionaire leads, and we find that lead type right here. So we check that box, and then 50 of our Age Danny Johnson 30 to 60 day leads. and that we find that lead type right here. And I'll further cover all of the lead types and the differences, so you'll get a good picture of which lead type is what and why and those kinds of things in a different video. So for this package with 20 of our Danny Secret Millionaire leads, in this field here, the quantity, we simply put the number 20. And then for our quantity of our age Danny 30 to 60 day, we put our 50 there. And make sure that you do have the right number listed in the right area. I know with so many leads listed here, it is possible that you can get confused and accidentally check the wrong lead or input quantity into the wrong section. So you definitely want to double check your work here and make sure that everything looks good, and it does. We've got 50 age, 30 to 60 Danny's, and 20 Secret Millionaire. So scroll down to the bottom, and the next step is customer information and our auto order option. Now, for all packages, you must choose an auto order, and our only two options are weekly and bi-weekly. Never use none, never use monthly, especially never use none. If you use none for the auto order, it will put this order through free of charge for your client, and that's a big no-no. And then monthly, I personally have never chosen monthly, so I don't know if that even works. Yeah, I don't even worry about looking at it. So for this particular client, he did choose on his order form 2 weeks or bi-weekly. So that is our choice, and then from this section here we enter in the credit card information. So this particular client does not live in California, and all orders that come in here will automatically default to the state of Alabama. So the only thing you need to change in here is the state. This client is actually out of California. And then credit card details. Obviously the client is going to have credit card details on their order form, and this is the information used to input here. So this particular client is using a Visa. And I always double check this card number, just make sure it looks good before I even move on. And sometimes you may have to call your client because some of these numbers may be off. I'm not sure if this particular digit is what I think it is. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is and see what we run into. So then from here you put in your expiration date. And then in this field here, our 3-digit security code. For Visa, MasterCard, and Discover, you can find that 3-digit security code on the back of the card. It's the last 3 digits where the signature field is. American Express is the only exception. That card is actually a 4-digit number on the front of the card. And as you continue to put in credit cards over the years, you'll kind of understand how that works. So once we double check the order, make sure everything looks good, and it does, so we put the package through. And when you see this screen, this usually means that the card number was an error. Let's just go ahead and take a look at our billing system and see if it charged him. And it usually takes just a second for that unsettled transaction to actually come back. But normally what will happen is if the card number is good and it's a, let's say it's insufficient funds or the address doesn't match or something along those lines, it'll pop up an error message. When it pops up nothing like it just did, it usually means we have an incorrect card number. The system doesn't know what to do with it, so it just kind of has a hiccup and it freezes up and those kinds of things. So with these particular situations, it's always best to to contact the client, I should say, and see if they can verify their card number with you. I have a pretty good idea. I'm thinking that if it wasn't 1 digit in this card number, it's probably the other, and it doesn't look like our system even tried to charge him. So let me just go ahead and start over then. So for again, I'll just go ahead and choose package A. This is why I really have 2 Leadstore networks up, is to have one section to re-reference my customer ticket or token, and the other section actually do the work. So going over here, starting over again. So we got 147 is our price point, and then 2205 is our commissions. We got age Danny 30 to 60 and 50 of them. Age Danny 60, or I'm sorry, Danny Secret Millionaire, 20 of those. Bi-weekly auto order, we know this client is in California. He is using a Visa, and then we'll throw this card number in with the other number I think it might be. And if this number doesn't work, then our next step is to obviously contact the client and find out exactly what their credit card number is. So go ahead and give it a shot, see what we get. So far, it looks pretty good. Okay, so the order was placed successfully. It looks like the second number that I had in there was the right one. So now that order has been placed successfully, you always want to go back to the home screen just to make sure that everything looks good. And just a point of reference, in looking at orders here, anything with white numbers means that it was purchased through the site and done either on the client's end or we did it through the site. Anything with red numbers means that it is an administrative order. This would be either a free leads order or this would be a promotional package that we created through the system. So just a good rule of thumb there for you at a glance if you ever need to look at how many administrative orders versus for real orders or orders through the site that were placed throughout the day. You can look at it here. So this client looks good. He's got his leads and he's set to go. So that concludes this video on placing an administrative order.